Hey, hi. I look crazy right now. So we just got back from the hospital. Okay, Arise Intensive Care Specialty and Emergency Veterinary Center, which I like. Okay, I like that place. They're probably sick of seeing me, but Um, so yeah, I have a nice new array of medications, like all right here. Most of it's for Chica. Yes, she has the heartworm. Yes, poor thing. Um, they said I caught it in a good time, and most likely she could have probably had it the whole time. Because I mean, I don't know. She just started coughing like when Brian got sick, or when Brian got hurt and ill and all that. I remember I did this with Brian, and they told me that I should probably, I got a year for Chica. Okay, she has them now. They gave her shots and medication that I have to give her. The shots, I don't know. It's, the whatever they said, but, while she was there, because they did all the blood work. Thank goodness I did that. And I asked them, because I felt guilty. I'm like, is it bad that I don't get that chest x-ray? And they're like, no, it's okay. They're like, in the future you can get it. But, they said for right now, this is fine. I paid $800 for Chica today. It's fine. I'm gonna probably have to pay a lot of more $100 on Monday too, because I got to take both of them in now for follow-up. So yeah, trip out. I'm so glad that place is there, and I'm so glad that one of them got hurt, because then I wouldn't have figured things out with Chica. I swear it would have been tough, because you can't tell that heartworm stuff. You really can't, and until well, they'll start coughing, and then they'll start losing, like, so many things happen, right? She hasn't been losing weight. If anything, she's gaining weight, right, since I've had her. But because it's starting to, maybe they're starting to fester. I don't know how that shit works. That, and I've been telling her, she's been very thirsty. She wants to drink a lot. And she's only had the cough. But, other things happen, like blood and mucus. She's not even nothing like that. She just had that cough, a little cough, and it just sounded strange. And so I'm glad I mentioned it and had them do some blood work, and that's what they found. Anyways, so for Chica, I gotta give her, like, please give 2.5 tablets by mouth every 12 hours for 28 days for treatment of canine heartworm disease. Give with a meal. So yeah. So I gotta give her, gotta give her 2.5 of this with her food, right? This is easier for her to give to her, but this I don't have to give to her, except for every month. So like after this, I'm gonna go on my calendar and mark all this shit that cause that's how I did it with Brian last time, because Brian had to do this too, but he did 6 months. But I asked them if they think I should get, another one for Brian when I go to when they get their shots, because like probably by the end of the month, maybe beginning of next month, they got to get their other shots. It's time anyways. It's a year has passed. They need to well, Brian does, and she probably needs it anyways. She probably does too. Who knows? Because I don't know what somebody did for her before she came to me, So she's gonna be on this for 1 year, which this is easy. It's only once a month. I just gotta remember, the 20th of every month. I just gotta give her one of these, which I'll put it on my phone. But after probably 2 or 3 months, I'll just remember, you know what I mean? Because that's how it was with Brian. I just remembered, oh, I got to do it today. Anyways. So that's this. This is one pill, all right? This is, please give 1 point prednisone. Ah, that's like a human thing. Prednisone? What is it for again? Oh, they said they might have found some kind of inflammation. They have something that's out here. Okay, it's some sort of flu out here that dogs get. but we've only been here for a month. And he was like, I saw traces of it in the work, but I don't, not enough to be concerned. But he gave me this anyways, in case, there is some sort of infection, and we'll clear it up. It's for, I guess they have, dudes, different states have different doggy things, I swear. She was so prone to the heartworm because dogs in Florida and California are really, prone to that, or to get that. And she's from Florida. And I told him that. I said, hey, she's from Florida, so she might have, So, and that did help the guy. And the guy was from Florida too, I think, the doctor, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I gotta do that. And I gotta do Brian. And he's still wearing that thing. I'm gonna leave it on him until Monday. And then I'll ask him, does he still have to wear it, or can he take it off now? Because, I have taken it off for him a couple times, just like in the car. If we're in the car, they have their water cup. It's too hard for him to drink with that thing on. I got to take it off. So they said, for food and water, you can take it off. But, on the normal, I'm just leaving it on him. It's just all clumsy around here. So around here now. So I get back to the trailer, okay? I get back to the trailer, and, the trailer's fine. No one messes with it. It doesn't look like there's, anything really to mess with this thing. But I noticed that the people that I spoke to when I first came here, who had, like, their truck and they were working, they're gone. It's like they disappeared. They said they were here for months, but they disappeared. So the ranger might have said something to them. They left a lot of trash, though. That sucks. It's not even, like, good trash, like, usable. I went over there to see, maybe they left something. They didn't even leave nothing good, it was just, like, garbagey stuff, And so, and they said they were working on that thing, but I don't see any good pieces of scrap wood over there. But I wasn't trying to be friends with them either. I just wanted to ask about this area. And then they said it was okay. So I came in. I was mind my own business, right? Let me go see what Brian's barking at. Hey. He's good. Brian is good. He barks at everybody, all the trucks that come by. Yeah. I just told Chica to stay here right now. She, normally she would go out there, but she's feeling under the weather. They just said take her on little walks. I just filled up that new water thing. I don't know if you guys seen in a past video, I got them a water thing that's a self-watering thing. I put, like, ice water for her in there. And yeah, because she's thirsty all the time anyways. Maybe it might have been from that heartworm stuff. So anyways, okay, so yeah, those people took off. They're disappeared. But you know what? There's somebody that came in last night. They were all wild, whatever, but I just do, like I say, I'm on my own business. But I did walk over there today because I saw the one guy out there working or doing something. And I said, hey, hi. And I walked over there with the dogs, I said, I just want to know, what the lady told you this morning, because the ranger came and spoke to me. She was cool with me. She's seen Brian was hurt. I told her the whole story. I was like, yeah. And I talked to the people in the front. She's like, oh, because I just wanted to know that we're clearing the... I said, yeah, they said I would be okay here till Tuesday because I told them I have the appointment on Monday and then we're going to pack it up and go on Tuesday. And she's like, oh, and I said, yeah. And she's like, yeah, that should be fine. That's fine. And then because she see Brian with the neck thing. And then I was like, yeah, we're going back right now. She's like, you are? I was like, yeah, because my other one is coughing now and I don't know what's wrong with her. And Chica tried to bark and then she coughed right in front of her. Almost something is wrong with her. So I need to go back there and make sure she's okay now. And she's like, oh, yeah. She was really sympathetic and compassionate and nice lady. It was a lady, but she was a sheriff, She meant business, though, because I seen how she was talking to other people. But she was cool with me, and I was like, yeah, I'm packing it up right now. I'm just good. So my trailer's okay. She's like, yeah, you're going to be okay. And I was like, okay. And then so when I asked him, he's all, oh, yeah. I said, I just wanted to know what she said, I said, because those people right there on the hill, they're gone. They just up and left. They, like, disappeared. He's like, oh, they did? I said, yeah. And then, and he said, yeah, there was complaints because it was a homestead. He was telling me the story. And I said, oh, and I said, how long did she say until they're gonna close? She said Tuesday. So they're leaving this place open for me, low key. Yeah, because she told me, oh, because the guys in the front say we're closing this next week. And I was like, oh, man. And then I told them my story. And when I told her my story, she's like, oh, yeah, you'll be okay. You should be okay. So they told him that he had to leave on Tuesday too. I'm trying to talk quiet. He's not even nowhere near me. He's like way over there. I just feel like, but I low key, I think that's why they're leaving this place open, just so I can get my dogs the medical care, and then they're closing it the next day or something. So, and they're gonna have people come in and clean up this whole place. Cause yeah, and it's fucked up because I guess that guy over there, he knew who left all that trash. He's like, I know who those people were. So I think he didn't look, in my opinion, maybe to others, no, but he didn't look up to par with the health, right? He was very skinny and he had bruises on his face and welts and marks and stuff. And so, yeah, that's what's happened. So I just said, oh, okay, thank you very much. And I just came back here, you know. So, yeah, dang, shoot. Imagine if I wasn't here, they would probably already put the bar across the whole, or tell the people get out and put the bar, because they left just a space open for in and out, and then after next week they're closing that off. So you know what? And if that's the case, that's freaking nice of them. I want to say thank you. If anybody, Arizona Sheriff Department, Ranger Department, thank you for if you are keeping this open for me for those extra couple days. Shit, man. And you know what? Maybe it's all about how you talk to people. I wasn't planning on staying long. This is kind of like an emergency spot, to be quite honest with you. Um, I just didn't want to wait any longer with Brian hurting. I couldn't tell if Chica was hurting until I heard the cough, right? And that's when I was like, oh, wait a minute. So thank goodness we're right here. Get it all done. They also told me all I got to do is when I get to the next place, which is probably going to be like the Mojave Humane Society, which is somewhere on the exit to go out towards around Kingman, going up towards Nevada, I think. I'm going to stop there, and that's where we're going to get all the shots, because that place is excellent. I was there last year. They're very good. And then I'm going to give them this paper, and I'm going to say, can you please check, to see if they're okay. I said this place said that I should hand these over to you as like a follow-up so you can see what's been going on. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I really appreciate, there's not enough of these places out here, these vet clinics. There's not enough places for people who are on the road to, I mean, you can go to an emergency and all that, but they're like, you always got to follow up with your doctor at home. And what, some people, they don't have that. I mean, I do, but mine's all the way in Missouri, and I did do some blood work while I was out here, just to make sure everything was cool, and everything was. And so, I mean, that was, what, it was hard to do. I had to do a lot of phone calls and patch through to here and find out this place and that place. It seemed like it's hard for people to look for things. I don't know. It seems absolutely simple, but I guess it's hard. So, and for finding emergency care for the dog, and what is this humane society really? A real humane society is nowhere to be found around here. Nowhere. Not for hours. That's why I have to drive all the way to Kingman. That's a terrible thing. There's no... Shouldn't there be a humane society in every major city at least? Because they don't have that. Like in Phoenix, they have all these little side gigs, but it's not humane society. That kind of sucks. I feel bad, and I feel bad for me. I feel bad for my dogs. I feel bad for other people who have dogs. because, you know, I really didn't pay attention to it before until I had dogs, about how important it is for them to have medical care. And you know what? You know, if you go anywhere, you have to pay. Actually, there's one place that didn't charge me, and it's because they knew the situation, I think, and the outcome, so they let me slide on that one. I'll tell you about that in a second. But when you go anywhere, they always have like a fee you have to pay to like get in their system, because they hope to keep you there to keep coming back. But if you're passing through and you're not coming back and you know it and you just need care or shots or whatever, they're still going to charge you that money. That's like a way of them, I guess, trying to keep clients. Somebody told me that I was talking to. Because, you know, I've been talking to vet people now, so, you know, but that's how they do, and that's messed up, you know, for people like me. And you know, that place, all those tests they did and everything, that shit was, you know, well, no, the tests, they, you know, they do a general overview checkup. They said she looks great, to be quite honest, but it's an internal thing. It's those freaking mosquitoes, man. Those freaking mosquitoes. Dude, I'm afraid of the bugs attaching to me too. Those mosquitoes carry viruses, the ticks, Lyme disease or some shit, right? Dude, I had a tick stuck to my head one time. I found it and I plucked that sucker right out, you know? I mean, and thank goodness months later I had to do the blood work and nothing showed up. Nothing, no Lyme disease or no shit like that either, you know, whatever. Because I tell them, I say, hey, I'm on the road. I'm out in the wilderness. Check for everything, you know what I mean? Shit. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm real tired, and I just wanted to like say about what happened today, because it was a very long day. I had an In-N-Out burger too. It was so good, but it kind of feels like it's sitting in my stomach like a brick now, because I haven't eaten that kind of food in a long time. I had like freaking double animal style, you know. And then I went to the park with Brian. I ate, you know, while he looked at the park until I was done, because I was starving. I had fed them both, and I just wanted them to eat, because I wanted to get Brian to eat his medicine, you know. I wanted to make sure he got his medication on time. So, but I forgot myself completely. So I just went straight there. So I was freaking starving at that time when Chica was there, and we were just kind of going around town. I was also going to get her medication from Costco. So, because that place, they don't have any medicines or nothing. They can treat and fix and help, and then they'll give you prescriptions or and that kind of thing. But as for like drugs and all, they don't have none of that stuff. So or medication, heartworm stuff, they don't have none. So I had to go and get a prescription and go pick it up, which just was fine. It was like the two places apart were like 5 minutes, you know. So I went to a Costco. Anyways, so yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's chit chat. I'm feeling tired, and I'm probably gonna make me a big cup of something cold to drink and just lay down for a minute, because I feel tired, you know. From It's not just I didn't really do much, right? But I stressed a lot, I think. So that's why I want to take a little breather, a break. So yeah. So this is chit chat. I'm Mona, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.